Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Amanda, Queen of the Neps. This is part 2. We just had our unboxing video and now we're back to do our potting video. Leave me any questions or anything like that. Send me a message if anything you want to know, anything that I should know. Enjoy. Alrighty, so we're just gonna hop right into it here. I'm gonna adjust my pants because they are falling down. Sorry. So I'm just gonna start off here. We got our little Cephalotus babies. Not babies, actually. These are adult pitchers, much larger than little babies that you would get. So, I'm so sorry. I already mixed this up. Just from my other guys that I have. So my little mix for this, you'll kind of see here, it is quite like a coarse, where's my hand? So it's kind of a coarse little mix. I do 2 scoops, whatever size, just scoops of all the same. But I do 2 scoops of peat moss, pure peat moss, no fertilizer, no additives, nothing like that. So pure peat moss, and then 2 scoops of that, 1 scoop of sand, like just undyed play sand, construction sand, whatever, and then not beach sand. Very specific, yeah, even though they live near salt water, don't use beach sand. Don't do that. Don't. And then I also do 1 part pumice. So 2 parts peat moss, 1 part sand, and then 1 part crushed pumice as well too. Everything I do as well, just kind of give it a light pre-soak in distilled water as well. I know I should be using rainwater. I have kids, and anytime I try to fill up a bucket, it gets dumped out. So let's get to it. I have our little mix here. I'm going to use this little pot. I find so far from when I've been experimenting with Cephalotus, they like a larger pot because they do like to kind of mound and kind of fill it out. So that's kind of what we're going to do here. He's in this little tiny itty bitty baby pot. I imagine just kind of like for shipping, who knows. But I'm just going to put him in here. So stay tuned for that. Oh, there we go. Now I'm going to have that. Cool. Yeah, that should do it. I'm going to give it a gentle squeeze. A little shin shake. There we go. I'm not going to bug it too much because I don't want to make it mad. Because it's just been through some shipping process. Yeah, no, call it a day. We're just going to leave it. Center it. Contour. I also don't like to pack it tight all the way down. Like pack it down, obviously, to secure it, but you also want drainage, and you don't want to push everything down too tight to the point where you just can't escape. Tedious process. Perfections. Okay. And I like clean rinse, so we're gonna wipe that off and make it nice and sexy. There we go. Yay! Nice. So, sphagnum moss is kind of my main ingredient. I honestly use this for literally all of my plants. Variegated tropicals, carnivorous plants, literally of all kinds, shapes, sizes. It's good stuff. So I have already hydrated this a little bit with some distilled water, and what I add to this as well too, you see we got some cocoa here. So that I just kind of do it until it feels right. I don't really have a measurement for this, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I just kind of sprinkle it in there. Looks like a nice little clump on top. And then we're gonna do the same thing, but we have perlite. So the bigger the better for this stuff. You don't want it super dusty. You can even like moisten it, if you will. For me, I get this stuff, I'll like add a little bit of water to the bag, give it a little shake. Other than that, that's it. So we're gonna do the exact same thing we did before. We're just gonna sprinkle it in. Oh, you can't see that. Here, let me move that. You can see. Oh, yeah. So we're just gonna sprinkle it in. Not crushing any plants, solid. So we're just gonna sprinkle it. Sprinkle it until it feels good, you know? There we go. Let's see how that does it. And now we're gonna make a pie. It's gonna be a messy pie. But the plants will like it. And I'm making a thoroughly large mess here. Highly recommend these little sorry. The little potting mat things. Handy dandy. Good for indoor repotting. If you are super messy when it comes to doing that like me, it's kind of a necessity. And that's pretty good. That's like, yeah, no, that's pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. Decent consistency. It's kind of hard to see the Coco coir because it's like the same color as the sphagnum moss when it's hydrated. But yeah, nice. Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to put this back over here. Just so it's out of my way. We're going to decide who we're going to do first here. I should have grabbed more of my pink pots. Those are in here, but past that now. Let's do this little guy here. So we're going to do our Nepenthes Maxima Wavy Leaf. So another really cool one I kind of talked about a little bit in the first video. Long time wish list plant ever since I like first started collecting quite a few years ago, before my original collection. You can check out my Instagram page to kind of hear a little bit about that. Might do a video on that at some point. Anyways, here he is. So they have these really dark leaves, and as they mature, they actually get really wavy, which is awesome. And then the pictures, this one's a really good example. They're like this neon yellowy green. Like they're just the coolest. Anyway, so let's pot this guy up. Sorry. My words. Yeah, alright, that just came right off. So I'm gonna unwrap this little damp paper towel here. We got a nice little dense little moss ball here. You can see all those roots. So that's another really okay. Goodbye. So a good little thing to point out. So Nepenthes roots here, they're really dark. That's not something to be afraid of. That's just what they look like. It's something that I hated when I first started getting into it. But it is why I love sphagnum moss, because you can actually see the roots. Just a good little tip of the day. So we're gonna start here, kind of the same thing I did with this to also make life easier. You have a big pot like this. You just put this right in here. You can see that, yeah. And then I'm just gonna stick it in. Sorry about the phrasing. You're just gonna put that in here. And same, you're just gonna kind of measure it out and stick it in. Put the plant in every now and then. Test and see how it is. I like it a little higher. Pick out the larger bits if you like. I almost feel like this is too big of a pot, but no. Nah, it'll be fine. We're gonna just pack this in. Same thing with any of the carnivorous pals of ours. Do not use any kind of fertilizer in the actual pot, at least I should specify. Don't use fertilizer in the pots. Any kind of nutrients and good stuff that they need would be from catching things in the pitcher. I will show you probably in a later video. I don't have it on hand right now. I use these little fertilizer beads. It was recommended to me by another friend. What are they called? They're the Osmocote. I don't know. They're available on Amazon. I'll show you later. I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah, so I put those in the pitchers. Normally like one per pitcher every once in a while. As the pitchers kind of start to die off, that's when I'll normally kind of load up on the fertilizer beads in that particular pitcher. Just because it's drying up anyways. We may as well get as much out of it as we can. So this is just about good here. With this mix, I do pat it down a little bit more than I did with the Cephalotus, just because it is in sphagnum. I'm sorry. Yeah, looking cute. Looking fresh. There we go. Maxima wavy leaf. One of my faves. So we're gonna do one of our big boys here. We got our Nepenthes Maxima, the BE3067, the Maxima Lumet. Will come out. Okay, I'll do that after. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna unwrap our mossity moss. Very carefully. So you can see we got them nice roots, looking nice and dark and sexy. The pitcher, as you can see, like this is totally fine. Like it might look a little bit dried and crinkled or whatever. Pitchers do that, especially when it comes to the shipping process. All totally normal. Don't worry about that. If that happens, they'll be like, oh my god, my blood. At acclimation period, you're putting them in a dark box. That happens. So what we're gonna do here, same thing as the others. We're gonna take our pot. We're gonna stick it in our bowl. We're gonna fill her up here. There we are. Alright, I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? Internet people that can't respond to me? Yes. And if you're not, it's not for plants. Alright. Eat the blue. We're gonna fill it right in here. With our carnivorous friends as well, we do not use any fertilizers. We fertilize through the pitchers. Because evolution and science and stuff, you know? That's cool. That's kind of what got me into carnivorous plants, was just how they were. What they were and what they did. Alright. I'm kind of happy with that. I'm probably going to give it a little climbing pole. Honestly, I do that with a lot of them. There we go. We got that 6 little tendril putting out a new little pitcher here. Can't wait for that to start swelling up. And then we got that nice, large and in charge boy over here. Alright, so we're going to set you over to the side here, baby dear. Oh, yeah. And I don't want to use the tag. Sad panda. So we're gonna fight to get the staple out. I'm stabbing myself, hopefully. It's always the goal, at least. And There it is. We did it. Kind of. We did it. Okay. So, in she goes. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there because I have to mix up more stuff, and this is gonna be a pretty long video if I keep going. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, you know, that's what the comments are for. Shoot me a message, follow me on Instagram, subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Thanks, appreciate it. Bye guys.